Good morning, game changers. Welcome to our weekly, session where I'll be talking to you about building a successful, a foundation for a successful business. And I would like to shout out to all of you wherever you are joining from. Today here in Botswana, it's a holiday. It's Monday. We are celebrating one of the holidays that we have every year. And I trust that you are well there. Give me a shout, send with a comment and share where you are calling in from right now. I am here in Maung, in my home office in Maung, and this is where I am actually, streaming from today. So if you are just joining into this conversation today, I started a series, I think it's 2 weeks back, about building a foundation for a successful business. I looked back and said, you know what, I've been an entrepreneur for so many years, and I didn't start out as an entrepreneur. I didn't even study entrepreneurship or business, but I was led by a passion. Hi, Wedu, how are you? And hi, Lemugang. So I was just driven by a passion, and I just jumped into actually starting a business. And when I look back, I now with the awareness that I have, I see quite a lot of steps that I missed, in pursuit of becoming an entrepreneur and in pursuit of really living my passion. And that is why, after lockdown, this remaining half of the year, I said that, you know what, I'm going to share some of the, some of the processes that I feel I missed and that I think every entrepreneur, whether you're already in business or, or you are just starting out, that if you incorporate them in your business, they will give you, a breakthrough and a step ahead from others who have not actually taken those things into consideration. So this is the conversation, and today we are going to talk about the first step. That first step that if you miss, you are going to find yourself spinning your wheels around one place. And this is something that is very, very simple. Thank you, Faith, from Musu. It's very simple, but yet we don't do it. So the first step in building a successful business is making a decision to do that. It's making a decision to start, a successful business. Even if you have been in business for some time, you may not have ever fully made a clear, conscious commitment, to a successful business and the achievement of your goals. Something like, what would the business look like, and what will it do for me? What will it give me? Unfortunately, a lot of people who are trying, to grow their businesses haven't made a committed decision to succeed. So there is no real commitment or determination. And I'm saying this from experience. Say, don't let this happen to you, because the first step to go from trying to succeeding is that first decision. It is that first decision. And I'm not even ashamed or embarrassed to tell you that I didn't even take time to do that when I started. When I started, doing business, I normally introduce myself as I'm a biologist by profession and an entrepreneur by passion, which was actually true, because I am a biologist by training. I hold a first degree in ecology and a second degree in botany. And I've never studied any entrepreneurship or business-related course at university. So when I started my business, it was just a passion, and and reading a few books there and seeing what other people were doing. So I just jumped into business without a clue of what it entails, and I allowed myself to learn on the go. And later on, I took entrepreneurial programs. I took workshops around business, but to hone my skills. But a lot of the damage had already been done, because I jumped into business and immediately started focusing on marketing and selling. And the first business that I had, actually, I never even had a clue of what it would lead me into. And I paid a price for some of those things, because when the business started growing up, I didn't even know what to do with each step of that growth and with each step of the challenges that actually came. And one of the things that I picked very early is that I quit my job at UB because I felt like this is not what I wanted to do. I don't want to be stuck in a lab, dissecting plants, looking through the microscope, writing. And the third business that I actually did, I found myself stuck behind a counter. I wasn't stuck in a lab, but it was a shop. It was a retail shop where I woke up very early in the morning going there when my kids were sleeping, and then I came back at night when they were sleeping again. And I didn't even have time for my family. And it's one of the things that when I quit, I said, I want to spend more time with my family. So I found myself now spending more time with the stock in the shop and my employees, rather than spending time with my family. And the result is that I actually spend a lot of time either repairing, rebuilding, or reinventing. And I normally say it's very expensive to reinvent yourself. It's doable, but it's expensive to start doing things from afresh and really, changing the way you live, changing the way you run your business. So if you have an opportunity, you would rather start it right, the first time start it right and tweak it along the way, rather than starting and then abandoning and going to want to start afresh. So if you can relate, if you are maybe running a business that you just jumped into because maybe you wanted to bring more cash, at home, you wanted to supplement your salary, it's okay. I think most of us back then when we started business, that's what we did. We're just focused on the end goal of getting extra income, but we never cared, how am I actually going to get this income? What are the consequences of getting this income by doing this type of business? So we really never sat down to do that. And continuing on, as a coach and an entrepreneur now, I actually see a lot of people doing the same mistake that I did many years ago. But the good news is that nowadays you can do something about it. If I share, people like me share their journeys, they can give you a highlight of those areas where you wouldn't want to go. So the things that you can avoid so that you don't fall into the same trap that we actually fell into it. So you can avoid that mistake and set the right foundation for your business right now. So regardless of where you are now, in your entrepreneurial journey, whether you are just starting out or whether you've already started, or you're already in the business, really the first step in building a successful business is making a decision to do that. So even if you have been in business for some time now, maybe you have not ever fully made a clear, conscious commitment of why you are in business and what you want to achieve from your business, apart from just getting extra income. And this is where now you have a chance to actually look back and say, does this business really give me the things that I thought it would give me? Is it giving me the results that I had anticipated when I started it? Or it has now taken a different turn, it has taken a different turn, it's now taking a lot of my time, it is now stressing me out, So it's the time for you to really sit down and introspect and make that decision again. You can you reaffirm it again, and now with more awareness and intentionality, you can actually make a better decision, for your business. So this week, I want you to take an action. I want you to do something. So I'm not going to be just talking and then saying, see you next week. Every week, I'm going to leave you with an action step that I want you to make, give you an assignment that I want you to do. So regardless of where you are, if you want to start a business, I believe you are in the right place because you are going to have a very good foundation that most people who are in business never had. So if you are starting out, then you are going to start thinking towards that business that you want to start. If you are already in business, I want you to look at your current business, the one that you are running right now, and reflect on why you started that business. Reflect on why you want to start a business, or why do you want to start your business? Why are you in business? Reflect on the life you want, from having your own business. What do you want to get out of your business? What do you want it to do for you? Write down your decision and formalize the commitment. Write it down and formalize the commitment to yourself in the way that feels good to you, in a way that when you think about your business, it brings out happiness. It's not bringing about regret. It's not bringing sorrow. Because it's very interesting how when you are stuck in a business that you is not in alignment with who you are, You just want the money, but you don't want the process. So you don't want to do the things that need to be done. You just want people to be paying in the money. But that's not how you can live with a business for many years. So your assignment is very simple for this week, is for you to reflect on why you want to start a business or why you started your own business, and the life that you want from having your own business. What life do you want? What do you want that business to do for you? What do you want to be doing while you are running that business? So that is what I want you to do. I want you to really, become very clear on that and make a decision, make a commitment, of the business, the kind of business that you want to run, the kind of business that you want to continue running for years. Because if you quit your job and you want to go into business full time, it becomes like it's another job. So you got to have it for a long time. And it's important that you are doing something that you really love, and you have positioned the business to also support you and support your other dreams and where you want to go. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. I can see Kositile Masilo from Morapa. Wow, thank you, Kositile, for watching. I can see Lydia Ditebe. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Maflet from Tonota. Thank you very much. And if you are watching with StreamYard for the first time and you have not given StreamYard permission to access your profile, I kindly recommend that you do that, because otherwise I'm not going to see who you are even when you comment. It's just going to say Facebook user. So with that, we won't be communicating at all. So just go to StreamYard and give it access so that it can access your profile. Then in that case, whenever you comment or you share, you ask a question, then I'll know who I am actually talking to. So with that, I will say have a great week. Enjoy the remaining 2 days of the holidays, and I will meet you again here on Wednesday if you are in the community. On Wednesdays, I talk about leadership, how leadership affects our lives. And I started the conversation last week when I said there is a myth about leadership where we feel that leadership is about position. So if you don't hold a high position in your job or in your business, you think you are not a leader. So that's the conversation that we are talking about, that, you know what, no, we are leaders, because leadership begins with self. You start leading yourself before you can even lead other people, in the workplace. So you need to start treating yourself as that. So we're going to continue that conversation on Wednesday here at 10 a.m. where we're going to talk about leadership. We start with self-leadership, and then we'll take it to leading other people. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great holiday. Those who are holiday, those who are at work, enjoy the rest of the week.